only thing with the White Sox, I say they've been coasting into the playoffs, and Tampa Bay's been having to win. It just depends on who gets hot.
The Philadelphia Eagles do have an opportunity.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say the Atlanta Falcons.
No, fuck no.
Oh, God, yeah. That would have been that would have been warranted.
Paul George to show up again, and they need Reggie Jackson to be the best point guard left standing outside of Trae Young, who's hurt.
Hello, I am here. I am back. Unfortunately for all of you, I am alone, so you get to deal with me for the next 45-ish minutes. I'm going to try to get this in and done before the Duke game that tips off in about 45 minutes. I hope we're all having a great time. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Just kind of want to address, where is everybody? I have no idea. Okay. Life gets busy around the holidays, as I'm pretty sure we all know that. School, Tyler's a teacher. He's got stuff going on. Kyle's got stuff going on. So do I. I start basketball. I just started basketball about 2 weeks ago. A lot going on for all of us, but I'm here. So there might be some mix-ups going on. Maybe some new faces you guys haven't seen before. I'm going to be kind of here no matter what. It's going to be some solo episodes. It will probably be a little bit shorter, maybe twice a week. We're going to kind of see how that goes with my schedule as well. But yeah, so we're here. I'm going to do what we usually do. We will be kicking off with an Immaculate Grid. So let me pull that up real quick. Oh, no, that's not the right button. Let's share the screen. Let's go right here. Here we go. I'm going to pull this over here so I can still see myself. How's that look? That looks great. Okay. There we go. So we're going to start off, just so everyone knows what we got right now. Up top, we have the New York Giants, Detroit Lions. And this one's probably going to get me because I have no idea. It is one passing and receiving touchdowns in one game. I could not tell you. Those are going to be straight guesses. We'll see how this goes. I can't wait to find out. But everything else, we should probably be able to knock this out. I got to mute that because, my phone. Here we go. Texans, Giants. I got one guy because he's very famous for the Texans. And I believe we've had him before because he was a Super Bowl champion with the Giants. David Carr. Not to be confused with Derek Carr, who is a much better quarterback. Here we are. Next up, the New York Giants and Washington Commanders. I got one. I have two. Okay, first, Landon Collins, safety. Great player. But I'm actually going to go, because I believe he played for both, the current Raiders head coach, actually, Antonio Pierce, linebacker. Oh, look at that. Let's go. Now we got Raiders. Oh, that's easy. This is Mr. Waller. Shot at. Okay. Or actually, some would say Mr. Plum. But, if you know, you know. Texans, Detroit. Yeah, fucking right. No idea. Next. Detroit Commanders. Yikes. Actually, because this guy ended up playing for 15 different teams. There's two Adrian Petersons, but it's going to be this one. Also in a Seahawks jersey. That's just great. Lions and Raiders. Ooh, another running back. Nebraska legend, Amir. Abdullah? There it is. Boom. Up top. Yikes. I feel like there's a tight end here. Tight end. A big body. Not Eric Ebron. Fellows, maybe? No, just like Darren Waller. Darren Fells. Fells. No. Yeah, there's that guy. Okay. I'm going to have no idea. I'm just going to guess Deshaun Watson did this because how many quarterbacks do they really ever have throw a touchdown? Well, throwing and also catching. So that's just by 100%. Only guy to do it since 1999. Okay. I have no idea for these other two. I think Antoine Randall L played for the Commanders. I feel like he had those trick plays. Randall, Antoine, and here we go. Oh my god, that holy shit. Okay, I don't know. I know he threw a couple. He did a couple trick plays, but I honestly, that was a pure guess. This is wild. Raiders. Oh, yikes. I'm just gonna go Rich Gannon because I have no idea. Yeah, nope, didn't get that one. Okay, I would love to see who this is, though. Right. Because I'm supposed to know that Marcus Mariota and Albert Wilson both threw and caught a touchdown for the Raiders. Yeah, right. That is a joke. What a joke of a category right there. My Lord, that is bad. Let me get rid of that. That's awful. Okay. Now let's see. So, oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm such a bad host because I didn't even have like my grid up. So that's always fun. Good job, me. Let's see. Where do we want to go? This is all the so that's pretty much the only pro talk we're gonna get into because it is college football championship week. I have the banner. We're ready. I have the hat on. Oh my god, I put the wrong one. Michigan Wolverines. That game was awesome. 3 years in a row now. Ohio State has not touched my Michigan Wolverines since the days before COVID. That was like a millennia ago. All right. Just for the people out there that want to talk crap. It was over a millennia ago before COVID. That was the last time Ohio State walked in and beat us. What are we talking about now? You want to talk about cheating? Okay, sorry we didn't beat you by 20. We beat you by 6. Doesn't matter. Go cry. We're the best. It just is what it is. People knew this was going to happen. I was going to bring this up. Michigan is just the best team. Not the point, though. So let's get in we will get into the chaos and kind of what's going on, where the college football playoff sits. Before that, I kind of want to preview just championship week in general. So I'm going to pull that up real quick. Let's see. Here we go. We're going to share this. Of course, I do that incorrectly. So we're going to look at that. There we go. So we actually get to start off on Friday. Look at that. That's awesome. We have New Mexico State versus Liberty in the CUSA. I got Liberty. Why is this not? Oh, that's weird. I have the Liberty. 12-0. Some are saying they should be in the college football playoff if they go undefeated. Not me. I am not one of those people. I would never say that. That's at 6 o'clock. Not a lot of people are going to watch that. $29 for a ticket. That's ridiculous. Okay. Here is the game that everyone is going to have the eyes on. Oregon versus Washington in Vegas. I think this is going to be an electric game. Oregon is going to try to avenge its one loss if Washington can win this, oh boy. I don't understand that line. The line is at 9.5. The over-under is at 65.5. Love that. I'm going to get into that with some locks of the week, of this weekend, and just a little bit later. But Oregon, 3 versus 5. I don't know. Bo Nix is playing out of his world, but I've seen Penix up until he's been the guy. He's a Heisman candidate. Bo Nix is the front runner if I believe that to be correct. Bo Nix is the Heisman front runner. It's gonna be fun. This game's gonna be really fun on Friday night. Who doesn't love a good Friday night football? We're getting blessed with a great conference championship. I think it's Washington. I love the over. I think Washington easily covers 9.5. Not saying they're going to win, but I do think Oregon is going to win. I don't think they're going to cover anything. But next, Saturday, we're going to kick off Saturday with Oklahoma State versus Texas, Big 12. In Arlington, Texas can officially say that they're back if they win this. I firmly believe if they win this, they are in the college football playoff. Marino, what do you got? Okay. Yes, because Michigan's number 1. No, because Bama's in here. But I like that. I am going to show, once I get through the rest of this conference championships, I'm going to show what I got, or kind of some predictions that I got, and kind of show where I would like to see this. I got Texas. I think Texas wins. They're in a 1-loss Big 12 championship. I think that gets them in. Then at 3:00, we have just banger after banger. Friday into Saturday, to Saturday afternoon, Alabama versus Georgia. Unfortunately, this is Alabama taking on Texas. Excuse me, Alabama took on Texas and lost. That is their only loss. I don't. Here's the problem. If Alabama beats Georgia, the committee will not leave out the SEC championship, or the SEC champ, even though if Texas is a 1-loss Big 12, Alabama should not get jumped over them. They shouldn't. They have the head-to-head, but that would then mean Georgia's out and no SEC team. Yikes, that would be massive. American, here we go. SMU, Tulane. I got Tulane by 6. Tulane by 6. I like 3.5, but I really love 6. This game's not even close. Michigan versus Iowa. Michigan's going to roll this team. You can do the cover. I'm not, just because I'll mess with that. But Michigan by a mile. And then not only that, at the same time, probably that a game that's going to have more intrigue and impact on the college football playoff will be Florida State and Louisville. However, I think everyone in the country wants FSU to lose, or thinks FSU is going to lose. They have a backup quarterback that they could be an undefeated champ and all that kind of stuff. One sec. They have this champ. I don't think people really want Florida State to get into the ACC or to win the ACC. But even with the backup quarterback, they looked okay. This is going to be very interesting if Florida State wins and is an undefeated ACC Power 5 champion and they get left out, which is possible. I'm not 100%, but it is possible. That is all I'm going to say. I would love to hear sorry. Had some work to deal with. Yeah, I'm going to just play some quick music because I have to take care of this very quick. Let me find what I'm looking for. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Sorry. Let me pause, get rid of that. Maybe you guys didn't even listen to that. I have no idea. It's very possible. Okay. But work calls, it's gotta happen. Solo episodes, I'm out here. Back on track though. We are college football. Let's go. So I went over the Louisville game, the Florida State, what could kind of happen there. So I kind of wanted to, I found this thing about chaos and the chaos that could ensue. So I'm going to pull this up because I think this kind of gives a little bit of an idea of what we could be looking at. So these are current projections. Choose the 5 conference championships because obviously no one else is going to make it. So let's just go. We got that right. Let's just say Georgia, Florida State, Michigan. Very likely scenario, the 3 12-0s. I'm going to give it to Texas. And let's give it to Oregon. So, the chaos points. Idle, but lurking. Yeah, that's fine. So, here, if what we just said happens, so pretty much if those teams win, they're in. I think that's fine. Here's the thing. If this is how it ranked, I think if Michigan and Georgia both win, they're staying 1-2. I don't think they're going to flip-flop. Georgia would absolutely have the better win of this weekend. So I have no problem with that. Florida State getting bumped up. I honestly could just see Oregon replacing Washington at 3 and having Florida State stay still. But I'm pretty confident if those 4 win, they're staying in. Texas, Big 12 champ, 11-1 gets left out. That would be something. So now let me go back. I'm going to reset it. Now let's just say Alabama wins, Florida State wins, Michigan, Texas, Oregon. A little bit of chaos. In this scenario, it is the playoff chances have dropped that no SEC team would be in. Look at the percentage. Michigan would go to number 1. Florida State, I think Oregon would go to 2. Florida State would stay at 4. I don't think Florida State can get any better than 4. I just don't. I think if they win, they have to stay there. Boy, would that be tough. But I think that'd be tough. No SEC teams. I don't see that actually happening. But it's fun. It's fun to see. Now let's see real chaos. Very real chaos. We see them lose. We see them lose. They're not losing. I don't think they're losing either. And let's see that. What do we got then? So even if all things stay, even if chaos happens, the last undefeated goes away. Alabama avenges their loss. Michigan's rolling. Texas is here. Oregon's here. Michigan, Oregon, Texas, Bama, Ohio State. No Georgia again. Obviously, that is very tough. Now let's play the game. Alabama wins. Louisville, Michigan, Washington. Michigan, Washington, Texas, Bama, Ohio State. I honestly don't think, and I'm going to run it, but let's just say the non-favorites win. Well, actually, they are the favorite. But we'll keep it. So here's that bullshit, okay? If we have Louisville, Bama, Louisville, Iowa, Oklahoma State, Oregon winning, they have Ohio State jumping Michigan. This will not happen. That will not happen. They would flip-flop that. They would have 1,000% flip-flop that. Michigan is in, win or lose. There's just no way Michigan gets bumped out after beating Ohio State. Even if they lose to Iowa. There's just no way. That makes no sense. A lot of chaos that can happen. And man, am I looking forward to it. But here's what I think actually is going to happen. I think Georgia wins. Florida State wins. Michigan wins. Texas wins. I think Washington pulls it out. And then I think it stays the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Georgia, Michigan, Washington, Florida State. That, I think this is what's going to happen. But I don't think this is going to change if I do everyone except Washington instead of. So if I go there, 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 there. I think they're just going to swap. Yeah. They would just swap Oregon for Washington. This would be very ideal for Michigan. If they can get to Florida State goes up 1, Oregon goes to 3, or goes 4, excuse me. I don't think that would actually happen. I think, like I said, I think 3 would just be replaced with Washington and give Georgia the better opponent, per se. More favorable matchup. Oregon, Michigan would be fun. That offense and Michigan's defense would be really fun to watch. But yeah, so that's kind of the chaos that we got brewing this week. There's a lot going on, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm curious of what's actually going to happen. But I'm going to get into my locks of the week. I know, guys, we're actually going to pump through this, and we're probably going to be done in the next 10 minutes or so. Sorry I had to hop on a quick little work call, but when I'm so low, I can't really do anything else. I have to pause it, get some work done. Not a problem. So let me go. So this is all college football lock of the week. Obviously, you guys know I'm going to go right on the Michigan-Iowa game. Those are my boys. Oh my God, I'm all over the place. The first one I'm going, technically, Michigan is the away team. Michigan over points, 28.5. I don't see any way they're not scoring 30. They have consistently scored 30, I think, out of except one. I'm going to pull it up because I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. I think 1 or 2 games. I just don't see a care. I'm pulling up the schedule. The only game they haven't scored 30 in is Penn State. I don't think Iowa's going to hold them under 30. I think this is the biggest lock of the century. Mortgage your house on it. Not really, but I might be. Okay. In addition to that, give me the total game over 34.5. I know Iowa has constantly hit the under 28, 25, 23. I get it. Even if they only get 3 to 6 points. If they get 6, Michigan gets the 30 that I'm locking them in. This is an overhit easily. Those two I'm probably going to put together. Let's see. So it's plus 106 right now. Nice, $100, easy 106 win. If you want to get a little spicy. Now, who doesn't love a little spice in life? I get that. I think I'm going to throw some money on that one. What I'm also is this over 65.5 of Oregon and Washington. That game was so electric the first time. Hard to see that either team's going to stop each other. Easily can see this to be 48-45, 38-35. Like the over's going to hit plus 294. I love that. $100 bet wins you 294. Those are the only 3 that I feel incredibly good about for going into this weekend. If you want to get a couple more odds, I think Georgia is going to win. You get that push up to 473 if you make it a 4-legger and put that 100 on it. Obviously, plus 473, then you go to $473 win. I think these plays are safe. I think those 4, so like I said, Michigan points over 28.5, the Iowa-Michigan game over 34.5, Washington, Oregon over. I actually had it here at 66.5, but seems like that's actually gone down to the 65.5. I think that is the way to go. And if you want to throw a little spice on it, throw that Georgia just the money line. I mean, obviously, you guys know I could throw that on. That doesn't do it. That doesn't move the needle. If you really think Troy's going to beat App State or Tulane, I might throw Tulane a neg 160, get it to 5-leg, and it goes up to 832. I might throw a couple little combos of some other games that I feel like are like Toledo, who's neg 315. Even Texas just to win gets that up almost a full plus another 80 odds. Even Liberty, like if you just kind of then what I'm doing, plus a couple of the heavy favorites I just don't see to lose. I mean, you get the Liberty, you get that over, you got the Texas game, Georgia money line that over and that. So that's 6 legs. You're at plus 700, and I think those odds are fantastic for what we're kind of looking at and what we're kind of going for. But yeah, guys, that's really all I have. I'm about the half-hour mark. Game tips off in about 15 minutes. I was going to go a little bit longer, but I kind of just wanted to focus on some football from some college football championship week. Yeah, I think me and Kyle or me and somebody, we might be back on Sunday morning. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Like I said, some stuff's changing. I'm going to still keep trying to put up some TikToks, all that kind of good stuff. See, well, here's the thing. Kyle, you don't got to make that bet with anybody. You can hit me up personally, and we can put money on that, because that ain't happening. Iowa's defense, they gave up 31 to Penn State. You're going to tell me oh, now he got me up. He didn't want to come on the show today, but he wants to piss me off. This is what happens. He's afraid to face me today. He knows. No one wants to come talk to Tbone after they after Michigan beats Ohio State, do they? Don't disrespect my boys. Don't you do that. That will go over, though. I think Iowa gets some garbage points. Well, okay. Well, that's the 28.5 is Michigan's team points. I'm just saying. There's no way this game ends up 24-10. So here's the thing. Iowa's over under 6.5. I could see him getting a garbage touchdown. I really could. Whoa. But 2 field goals, that's probably what I'm expecting. 42-6. I might throw $5 on 42-6. Just saying. Whew. Cal tried pissing me off. I'm trying to sign off and be done. He's trying to piss me off. I am going to get off, though. Like I said, we'll be probably back over the weekend. I might hop out, maybe throw up a TikTok or something give you some live reactions right after the games. Kind of potentially like maybe either late Saturday, early Sunday of what's like after the games have been played, what we think is going to happen. But yeah, you guys can find us on all social media at MV3Pod or on Twitch at MV3 Gaming. No G, Gamin. Kyle was streaming a little while ago, playing some 2K, I believe, or Madden. I don't remember. He was playing some game. All our podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Google, all that good stuff. You guys can find us there. I appreciate you guys tuning in, commenting, all that good stuff. A little bit shorter, but, hey, solo. I only like hearing myself talk so much. I know, shocking, right? That's okay. But, yeah, that's it. And I am out of here. Peace out, everybody.
Only thing with the White Sox, I say they've been coasting into the playoffs, and Tampa Bay's been having to win. It just depends on who gets hot.
The Philadelphia Eagles do have an opportunity.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say the Atlanta Falcons.
No, fuck no.
Oh, God, yeah. That would have been warranted.
Paul George to show up again, and they need Reggie Jackson to be the best point guard left standing outside of Trae Young, who's hurt.